right, Coach actually has some major Commanders news, but first we're going to have a little bit of fun. Coach thinks legendary Skins coach Joe Gibbs is actually Dana Carvey, master of disguise. So that's Coach's take there. Check this out. Government funding deal opens door to move Commander Stadium to D.C. Oh man, New York Times reporting on it, ABC, The Hill. Oh, you gotta love it. So our Skins are actually gonna be in DC, not bullshit fucking Landover or wherever the fuck they play. And Commanders last 3 games of the season, hosting the Eagles, hosting the Falcons, then they gotta go on the road to Dallas. Okay? Very, very difficult for them. The 2 of those 3 teams handed them the worst stretch of their season, a 3-game losing streak right before they bounced back with Commanders and Saints, right? So if they didn't win that Saints game, if they didn't stop them on that 2-point conversion, the Skins would have lost 4 out of their last 5. Instead, they're riding back-to-back wins, bouncing back from the 3-game losing streak. Commanders, Eagles, and Steelers, those were all 1-score games, right? So hopefully they can play them a little bit better. I definitely think that Cowboys game's going to matter, so I don't think the Skins clinch until that one. I think the Cowboys get a chance to play spoiler, and they got to watch the Skins get in there in their own building and then win the whole thing and then change their name to the Washington Braves. So yeah, that's what Coach has for you, except this is upload number 300, okay? And all but about 5 of those videos, no joke, you can check the timestamps, released in the last month. It may feel like you've been watching a lot longer. Check the stamps. 1 month. Coach has pumped out 295 videos. Here we're going to focus on the last time the Redskins won the Super Bowl, which was 1991. That's also the last time they had 11 plus wins in a season. All they got to do is win 2 of their final 3. They'll be at 11 again. So best start in 33 years. Rodney Peete wore number 9, just like Nick Foles. Certainly doesn't have his number retired. Pete, like I said, he beat the Lions in the playoffs. On the Eagles wearing number 9. It's time for Foles to take his number 9 to Philly.
Here we go to Falcons. Too legit to quit. Got it? Too legit to quit. Falcon time. Ha ha.
Championships provide the conclusion, the final test on the road to the Super Bowl. In the NFC, it was the best team, the Redskins, against the best story, the Lions.
Shit, man, my Dodgers money is scared as hell. The fucking Braves are terrifying. Like, I really think it might be better off for the Guardians to just beat the Braves. I mean, I guess it could still just be like the Braves versus the Dodgers or something there. I was always scared of the Reds, too. I really don't know how strongly I feel about the Dodgers for that World Series loss. And for them having the giant 76 and they could hit the home run in California, Los Angeles, like right off the 76 or whatever, and say you're going to Disneyland. Like, to me, that just makes too much sense. But I'm mostly just going to be putting Guardians on my tickets. I'm not going to be taking a lot of exact results in World Series just because it's so much squirrely to me. Like, yeah, you can say LA versus Boston's a good story, but I mean, like, the LeBron beating Cleveland thing's just so hilarious. There's no way I'm not putting my money on that. And then the Commanders could beat the Bills, I guess. But to me, if you're gonna have like a surprise, winner like a Commanders at this point, I think you want to save it as a surprise till the very end. Not like, ooh, we're getting one or the other. Like, no, I want to see people like absolutely stunned that the Commanders found a way to beat the Chiefs. That's what makes sense to me. But yeah, Lou Burdett willed the Braves to a World Series title 67 years ago. At this point, next year will be 68. All right, so look out for that. This is Lou Burdett. That's who was referenced in that show. Bookie, right? Rocky Colavito. That's why we're looking this up. But yeah, so of course it was in the 57 World Series. 57 World Series. Let's take a look at. Oh, okay, where we go. Let's just go back. Let's see. Rico Cardi. Braves won the National League batting title. Died at 85 3 weeks ago. Let's see. Selva Lewis Burdett Jr. So how old was he when he died? 80. Okay. But look. So Boston / Milwaukee Braves. It was also the Boston / Washington Redskin Braves. Right, like, isn't that crazy? And the Braves beat the Indians in a World Series too. 1.84. Look, last appearance 67. He hit old Rocky with the 67 California Angels. So it used to just be California. Two shutouts, games 5 and 7. Was MVP in 1957. What are the odds, right? Had a 1-0 shutout against the Pirates. He joked, "I'm the greatest pitcher that ever lived. The greatest game that was ever pitched in baseball wasn't good enough to beat me, so I've got to be the greatest." Yeah, he gave up 12 hits and beat a guy that pitched a perfect game. Jeez, that's how you know it's fake. $3,067. 144. Period. Oh, reference. Lou Burdett just hit a home run and Milwaukee leads 7-1 in the series. Twice led the league in shutouts. Led the league in wins. That dude was a beast.
Rocky Bleier was a 16th round draft choice out of Notre Dame in 1968. He played one season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, then was drafted and sent to Vietnam, where he became the only player in the NFL to be wounded in the Vietnam War. Although the Veterans Administration classified him as 40% disabled, he returned to the Steelers. And as long as football remains a game of heart, as well as speed and muscle, the dramatic story of Rocky Bleier will never be forgotten.
As a halfback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Rocky Bleier, number 20, helped his team win 4 world championships. But his toughest battle was fought in a distant arena, far from the cheering crowds of the NFL. And in 1976, Rocky became only the 5th player in NFL history to gain 1,000 yards in a season after reaching the age of 30.
All right, today we're going to investigate Rocky Bleier. Okay, Robert Patrick, as in Dan Patrick Quinn, born 1946. We definitely like that. Started in 1968. Uh-oh. Well, Rocky might be up to something. Oh, he's 78 years old. He's turning 79 in March. I want to keep an eye on him. Went to Notre Dame in 67. All right. 3865. That's 86. Let's see. Yeah, so he was just so muscular. I think that's the same stupid story they gave for Stallone, too. I'm almost positive. We're going to have to look into that. I'm going to screenshot that number later. Wisconsin. Oh, wait, yeah. So born in 46, graduated in 64. Captain of the Notre Dame football team in 67. Drafted in 68. Let's see. Fighting back the Rocky Bleier story. I don't know what's that. Grenade. Coach doesn't believe in grenades. Don't fumble your retirement. Okay. So Rocky did get the Salute to Service nomination, so honored by the Steelers this year. All right, Coach calls this the many faces of Rocky. So we have Rocky from top left to bottom right. We have Rocky Colavito. We have Rocky Bleier. We have Danny Colavito, aka Sebastian Maniscalco. We got Rocky Marciano, Rocky Balboa, Rocky Graziano, and Robert De Niro. Okay, so Coach thinks it's pretty obvious those are all the same people. They put heavy prosthetics on the nose at times. It's always curved. They got the same hairline, same hairstyle most of the time, same big teeth. Sometimes he pretends like he can't show his teeth with the smile, like with the De Niro and Marciano character or Stallone. And the other half, he's got a big toothy smile.
That's your proof? You don't need proof when you have instinct.
This one's going to be the biggest pain in the ass to edit ever. We're already like 20 minutes. So let's see. So this is obvious. This is Rocky Bleier. Okay, so that's we already did that. We already did Marciano. Okay, so let's go with it. This is Rocky Bleier and Rocky Johnson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson's dad. Okay, they both wear the hat low, got the mustache, fairly muscular physique. I could see the one on the left bulking up to look like the one on the right, or possibly it's just him in a bodysuit, right? So, Rocky Johnson, born in 44. He got our 44 coding. Let's see what else we got. So he died at age 75, but he lived 76 calendar years. He happened to make it to January for us. So he gave us the back door 76. Let's see. Debut 1964. What do you know? Check this out. He chose the name Rocky Johnson because of his favorite boxing greats, Rocky Marciano and Jack Johnson. Okay, so there's your Rocky Marciano. Let's see. after he was hired as a trainer for the WWE developmental territory, Ohio Valley Wrestling. What do you know, right? And then here's The Rock. Okay. Married Danny Garcia, as in Danny Colavito, in 1997. That's the 76 coding. Born in Miami. Went to University of Miami, 1991 to 94. So that's our 61 and our 64 coding. Let's see. He was the WWE's 6th Triple Crown champion. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so he made his debut in WWE in 97 for the 76. Highest grossing single day in film history at 94 and 667. That's our 64 and 76. Let's see, 6th most followed in the world account on Instagram. He flipped Raw's average ratings from 4.7 million to 7.4 million. Oh, on Star Trek Voyager, he fought against a character named 7 of 9. So that's our 76 again. He stars and produced Ballers, which is about ball players in Miami. He launched a tequila line, sold 600,000 9-liter cases in a year. He's like partnered up with the XFL, so he's still, old Rocky Bleier, still helping out with the football gig. And he does rapping, right? So that made me think of A$AP Rocky. I didn't get anything about A$AP Rocky on this one. 46% of Americans said they'd consider voting for Johnson in the election. I've said that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to be president. They kind of teased it on his show Young Rock. And I also believe that is like Herbert Mountain Dew Camacho's character in Idiocracy, right? So I'm thinking The Rock also probably plays Terry Crews. Who knows? Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I'm sure there was something here, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. 6 times platinum. Oh, yeah. So this is the dad, right? Rocky Johnson. So his dad died in 44. Okay. And it says... So he had a trainer named, does not show it here. Come on, we gotta find the trainer. Rocky Bollie. So Rocky Bollie or Bollie changed his life, okay, and he convinced him to change from boxing to wrestling and began a successful career. So what do you know? Old Rocky started out as a boxer. And then, okay, so... Let me just go ahead and... This is Craziano. So he died at 71. He got the wooden. And then he's a member of the International Boxing Hall of Fame on 100 greatest punches of all times list. And then let's look at his career here. So as you'll see, he was very successful, rarely losing, right? So he had one loss there, but then big win streak, loss, wins a few, loss, wins a few, loss. And he starts really cruising there, loses a couple, but then right here, okay? So look at this streak here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, draw, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 fights in a row without a loss. Except when he gets to 67 for the 76 with the 8 and 6, he drops a couple and has to retire.